Hey, yo. What's poppin', gang? Yeah, we back with another reaction. What's good? What's good? What's good? The craze that's here. What up, my boy? I think I still got your footage too. I think you sent me over some footage. Shout out to Blessed Faith. This tour is going to be made into a documentary. 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000%. What is up, everybody, man? Make sure I hit that like button on the way in. I appreciate all of that love and support, man. Listen, man, we got another show in the books. We got the Grand National Tour, GNX Tour, Kendrick and SZA in North Carolina. And based on what I've seen, and you guys could, obviously I know it becomes a city war. Everybody's gonna say their city was the best. With the surrounding elements, and not even just that, but some of the footage that I've seen, like the actual video and quality of the video, I'm seeing some of the best footage that I've seen so far. And again, if I haven't seen it, send it over to me, man. But I'm looking at some of this footage and I'm just like, yo, this looks cinematic. It looks beautiful. It's giving me some different views that I haven't seen before. But again, like I said, I'm looking for y'all to send me the footage. We might actually go over some of that footage that y'all sent me in the Discord already. If you guys haven't done that, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Join the Discord, free description, free link in the description. You guys can join there. Members, you guys will see a couple of new things. Couple of quick things before we get into the video. Members, you guys will see a couple of new things. You got new icons. You guys got new emojis to use. Let me know if y'all want me to add some other things. Definitely wanted to kind of make it fit more of what the channel has become than what it used to be. So it's gonna be new to a lot of y'all. So make sure y'all check that out. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Let me know if y'all watched that Canelo fight. I did not. I don't even know who won, but let me know if y'all watched it. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and tap in. Let me get to some of these comments before we start. Josh, what up? Terrence, what up? Roberto, what up? Rambam, what up? Keon, what up? I was at the Charlotte show. It was fire. See, look, I need to hear from y'all. I still want to do that show where we get a couple of you guys that have gone to the show and give me your guys' experience. So, all right, so on today's docket, let me give y'all a rundown of what we're going to get through today. I have notes over here. There's been some rumblings about the boy, a.k.a. Drizzy, ducking a fade. So we're going to talk about him potentially ducking a fade from Duckworth. Crazy work. You know we got to look into that. What else we got? We're going to get into some of the clips from the show. We're going to look at it from a fan perspective. We're also going to take a look at it from the city's perspective. We want to see what they have to say about the show. I haven't seen any information as of yet in reference to numbers or anything like that. Typically, I like to report on those on Mondays if we can, like as soon as the show is over. I haven't seen anything from touring data yet. If anybody gets that information or it pops up while we're live, make sure y'all send it over to me. We'll go ahead and cover it while we're on the stream. What else do we got? We definitely gonna get into some NC TikToks. I seen some pretty amazing stuff from TikTok. Just quick looks at things, not the whole thing, but I seen a couple of things. So we're gonna definitely go ahead and take a look at that as well. And we might actually go ahead, like I said, get into some of the crew videos that you guys have been sending me. So I definitely I don't want those to go to waste. We might do that as well. Vibing with Paisley, what up? Justin, what up? Mrs. Hummus, what up? A Banger, what up? Blue Castle, what up? Latrice, Callie Greens, what up? No one talks about how Drake was using violent language in his songs after his lawsuit claim wop, wop, wop was a threat. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. All right. First topic. Y'all know how we do it around here. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So apparently, Drake ducked a fade from Ken Lamar Duckworth. M. Nicole, what up? And the crazy part is thinking about how, and we're going to get into this video, but thinking about how Drake was using size, right? And I think about that even from my own personal experience, right? Even from my own personal experience, even when I was like the little bro to your uncle or your cousins or even your friends. You might have been a little younger than a couple of your friends back in the day. You know what they used to do? Nah, you too little, gang. I ain't gonna hurt you like that. You too little. What you in middle school? What grade you in? 5th grade? We ain't gonna squabble, like we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna throw hands like that. And him using size and how you big stepping with a size 7 men's on and all of that seems like it's coming from a place of not only am I just bigger than you, and not only did I believe I was bigger than you as an artist, but physically in stature, I'm bigger than you. And I'm wondering, why do we always use physical stature? What up, Bana? Why are we always using physical stature, right? And you would only use physical stature if there was possibly an opportunity to prove yourself physically. So apparently there was an offer on the table to throw hands. And then I kind of started thinking about some of the lyrics that I heard. And I'm like, man, maybe there was an offer to fight. And from where I come from, y'all could let me know if it's any different from where y'all come from. Right? Y'all can let me know if it's different from where y'all come from. I come from, at least in high school, where if you had a problem with somebody, bro, we could settle this right now. No guns, no knives, no nothing. Hey, y'all stand out front, watch out, make sure nothing happens, and bop, 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 bing, bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. You already know the rest, right? I come from that. I come from seeing my coach and a basketball player, hey, we shutting the door. We just gonna fight it out. We gonna fight it out. At the end of the day, I'm not saying, because I know you're gonna have some people like, oh, use your words. We have to be adults. I get that. But sometimes, at least from where I'm coming from, we solve problems like that too. It's not the only way to solve problems, but it is in fact a way to solve problems sometimes when, hey, if you got an issue with me, we just gotta fight. We just gotta fight. So let's go ahead and get into this video, man. I seen this and I have been tapping into this. What is it called? Effective Immediately. I believe it's called Effective Immediately. And DJ Head, I'm unfamiliar with this young lady's name, so I don't want to disrespect her. So if anybody knows her name, let me know in the chat. But I heard this clip, and again, we can't take everything as law, right? Like we can't take everything as if somebody say it, it means it happens. I understand that already because you got some people who are just gonna down. Gina Views, thank you. You're gonna get some people who just, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't take everything as law, but I do at least listen to everything. So what did they have to say about this? What did they have to say about this?
Rather than it just being this is so fucking serious. Yeah. Like this not serious. Like this is.
I agree with you. It did get serious for the homie. It got serious for him because it was like, oh, there's a boundary here and you cross the boundary.
Right.
And that's what I was trying to explain to Ma. And I told him that, like, if you tell me your earlobe is off limits and I'll just fuck you earlobe, now I have to be okay with whatever comes with that. Yeah. You can't tell me that I'm wrong for whatever come with that.
But that's because that's the one piece that's missing for public perception. So the public doesn't know that there was an internal conversation. They don't know that FaZe was asked for. I don't even know if I was supposed to say that. But whatever, it's on the motherfucking flow. Nigga didn't want to get out. Okay?
So he, wait. So you mean to tell me, first of all, this is for anybody watching right now. This is for anybody watching on the playback. Just give me a yes or no. Do you believe a fade was offered? Do you believe a squabble was offered? Hey, listen, we ain't even got to take it that far, gang. Meet me here. I'll meet you there. I'll pay for your ticket, gang. I'll pay for your ticket. You meet me there. Let's go. I'll provide the gloves and the headgear. That's where we come from. That's where I come from. You got a problem? Gloves and the headgear. Call my brother right now. I can call my brother right now and be like, hey, bro, look. Dog say he got a problem with you, man. Hey, he said bring the gloves and the headgear. I'm on my way. That's it. So in part, I believe it because I believe it, but I want to leave room for the people who are going to say, Y'all just believe everything. Y'all just believe everything. Y'all really think this happened. So one more time for the people who couldn't hear it in the back.
Then it just being just this
serious.
Just so fucking serious.
Yeah.
Like this not serious. Like
well,
this is.
I agree with you. It did get serious for the homie. It got serious for him because it was like, oh, there's a boundary.
And here's one thing though. I will say this too. DJ Head has been as of recently doing a lot. I won't say as of recently, but he kind of has been a mouthpiece for the camp. In a sense, he's been a mouthpiece. He's been kind of like where Kendrick has been super quiet, a lot of understanding of how the camp felt or how the side felt is coming from him. So you also have to agree or believe that too, right? I don't even know if I'm really a fan. And as a content creator, I'm a fan. As a content creator, I'm a fan. I'm like, okay, so you giving me an insight into what's going on. But as the homie, I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, let the mystique rock. Let the mystique rock. Let nobody know nothing and we just move how we move. Don't give them any insight into how we move. So I've seen a lot of people's sentiment too, where they saying, bro, stop talking. Shut up. Hey, shout out to Miss Hummus. Crew Access member, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the gang. Thank you. If you guys want to join the membership, you can hit the join button down below. So like I said, as a creator, I'm happy for it. But if I'm his homie, I want to tell him to kind of just like take a couple steps back. Take a couple steps back.
Oh, there's a boundary here, and you cross the boundary.
Right.
And that's what I was trying to explain to Ma, and I told him that, like, if you tell me your earlobe is off limits, and I'll just fuck you earlobe. Now I have to be okay with whatever comes with that.
Right.
You can't tell me that I'm wrong for whatever come with that.
But that's because that's the one piece that's missing for public perception. So the public doesn't know that there was an internal conversation. They don't know that phase was asked for. I don't even know if I was supposed to say that. But whatever, it's on the motherfucking flow. Nigga didn't want to get down, okay? So it's supposed to just keep it on the beats. It was supposed to just be about rap. But this is the line that you do not cross other than it just being...
Hey, look. So to me, what I'm taking from that, is, hey, you want to rap? We can rap. Let's rap. We start rapping. You get personal. Okay, bet. Let me put these beats on you real quick. You want to do that? Nah. All right. Now I know you. Now I know you really a hoe. Now I know you really not about it. All right, bet. Now I'm gonna annihilate you even further on the mic. Even crazier. Ooh, bar analyst. So you guys will see new levels. You got crew access. You got bar analysts. You've got HHSB Hall of Fame, and I believe you have a legendary status in there as well, man. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. But once I figure out, that's also kind of like a psychological play too. Now I know you scared of me. You don't want to fight. I'm smaller than you. Oh. You don't want to fight me? Oh, yeah. I'm in your head. I already won. You scared. Now you scared of me on wax and you scared of me in the physical too? I bet. All right, so listen, like I said, man, I can't say for certain that this happened. And I want to be honest and open about that because I know I have people who will be in the comments like, y'all, like, the comments go crazy, right? Y'all don't see some of the stuff that people be saying. But I get it could not have happened. I'm a little bit more inclined to believe that it did because I just don't see. I see Kendrick okay with getting in the ring and the possibility of whatever happens, happens. Either way, if I win, lose, or draw, I got in there and I fought because that's just what I know. But I don't see Drake. And I'm not, listen, based on the character that I've seen, I don't know him personally. Based on the character that I've seen, I can't imagine him getting in the ring and saying, win, lose, or draw, it is what it is. Because if you lose to Kendrick, who is smaller than you, now you really look like a hoe. What up, Chalupa? Now you really look like a hoe. So then I kind of was like, all right, man, I've heard this being mentioned before. And then you get them semi Freudian slips where dudes be talking about fighting and all boxing matches and all that because they know that they've heard it from somewhere from before. Like, yeah, that was mentioned. Why would you bring up a boxing match? I think this is the clip. It might not be, though. I think this is the clip.
What's the bag to get you in there?
What's the bag?
Yeah.
Who do you want? Oh, I'm not even asking.
Eddie, we.
Who do you want me to fight?
Oh, I know who I want you to fight.
No, I wouldn't do that. If we're fighting, we'll fight at Hino's gym or something like behind closed garage doors.
How much?
Fighting behind closed. Listen, I did say close the door. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did say that, but the way he said it just sounds weird to me. But anyway, and then I guess to his point, I don't know if he really he's ducking it here too. What up, man, child? I believe it's the braids. What is it? The braids? I hurt your feelings.
What's the bag to get you in
He's ducking it. He didn't even say a bag amount. You know why? Because somebody would have paid him that bag. What up, hoodie? Chat, answer the question. Answer the question. If the bag is, I'm going to say something like 50 to 100 M's, you don't think some promoter would have made 50 to 100 M's happen? Just for him. Just for Drake. 50 to 100 M's to get this fight done. You think not? You think they're not going to make that back in pay-per-view? You know why? There's no bag amount that would have made him get in there. Why? Because his ego is too much. What up, RMS? He said they can make more than that. I know. They can make 200, they can make 200 M's, 100 M's each and fight it out. I still, listen, I know they're not into, degrading themselves for well, not Kendrick, he is. But I don't think Kendrick is open to fighting for money in front of people or nothing like that. So I wouldn't even put that on him because I know that's not his style. But believe me, any bag amount that they would have given Drake, he would have turned it down. His ego couldn't handle taking an L like that in front of the world. I would watch it. I watch it over and over again. We'd react to it. It'd be stupid. I'm telling you. So apparently, you know what I'm saying? There's not even a bag amount on the table, which kind of signifies that he ducked it again. So then I remember lyrics in Peekaboo that kind of stood out to me. And then I also remember a bar, I believe this is it. I pulled it up. I believe it was in Euphoria. Let me go back a little bit.
Hands, mister, get off on your mans. If he hate you disrespect, you better follow up with hands.
If you hate and disrespect, you better follow up with hands. That's interesting. If you hate and disrespect, you better follow up with hands. And you know what I'm saying? I think maybe if it's just from a place of where we come from culturally, that's just how it is. If you hate and disrespect me, I don't want to see you in the dirt. I definitely want to see you I want to see you though. If you're going to disrespect me, you're going to disrespect mine, come outside, let's get it done. Plain and simple. Ain't nothing else got to happen. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. So we see that from him then, kind of dropping subtle hints. The man got a song called Squabble Up. Deontay, what up? The song is titled Squabble Up. I never even thought about it. I'm like, Squabble Up? Like, I thought that was just an ode to California or ode to the West Coast. Because we don't say squabble. Y'all say squabble. I'm like, squabble up? Damn, you want to fight, Kenny? He said we could fight on camera in Euphoria. Ooh, find the, what's the timestamp for that? Duckin a monk is crazy. All right, so he said that in Peekaboo that I thought was kind of interesting. And then I think this is the bar. Hold on, let me see. I thought that was interesting. Surprised you want that feature request. Surprised you sent that feature request. You know we got some shit to address. And it could mean it, it could not. But listening to that again for me is like, oh, you trying to you sent over a feature request knowing we got some to handle? I been said I wanted to see you. You sent over the feature request for first person shooter. I been said I've been wanting to see you for a minute. Why would you send it over to me? That's another bar that I found interesting. Because we can't get to the next step if we don't handle this one first. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That's what I hear with new ears. And we will be doing our kind of 1 year later thing. So we probably going to do a couple of the songs, our 1 year later look at them tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in for that live too. We're going to do it live. We're going to probably compile a bunch of them together and we're going to do it that way. I haven't done it yet. I've been off on the weekend. I bet after 3 punches, Drake's hand swells up and he claims he hurt. It could happen. We could do it on camera. We could do it on camera, Quody. I'm telling you, hold on. Let me get to it.
Trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas. They
we right here.
In the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be a new Hall team.
Hold on, wait, did I miss it? Hey, man, I don't want to play the whole song because they gonna clip me. But hey, we've seen it. We've heard it. We've seen it. The offer has been made probably physically in person and also through records and rap. And I think that's an easier way to solve a problem. You got the other side talking about actually doing like I don't even want to talk about that personally because we talked about that on Friday when we got into that deleted video where they talking about actually unaliving people and what you think somebody should. Come on, bro. That's so out of line, bro. If you want to fight. Let's leave it there. Plain and simple. All right. That is that, man. So y'all know what we got to get into now. So personally, I think he ducking the smoke. I don't have any proof. I think he might have ducked the smoke. I can't imagine how Kendrick would have put that into so many records and talked about fighting as much as he have without it being real. So in the comments, y'all let me know if y'all think Drake ducked the smoke or if y'all think that Kendrick actually offered to fight and end it that way. So let me know what y'all think about that. All right. Now y'all know what we got to do, man. Shout out to everybody for being here, too. I appreciate all of that, man. Thank y'all so much for the love. Hit that sub button if you guys haven't done it already. I think we like less than 300 subs away from 31,000, man. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. You guys can follow me on all my socials here. Now, let's go ahead and get into the next topic, which is Grand National Tour out in North Carolina. And I think one of the things that I really liked when I saw all of the different videos and everything was the determination on both sides. I saw determination from fans. I'm not leaving. I'm not going home. This show will not be empty because it rained. You had people who sat through what looked like a monsoon of rain. Looks like a monsoon of rain. So here's a clip. We're going to take a look at some of these clips. Shout out to Felicia Williams for subbing up. I appreciate you. We're going to take a look at some clips from more of a tour standpoint. We're going to look at it from that point. Then we're going to look at it from the fans' perspective, and we're going to also take a listen to a publication as well. Y'all don't understand. It was pouring when we were waiting to get into the stadium. SZA didn't come to the Not Beauty pop out because it was pouring rain with heavy wind. I couldn't even see in front of me. That's how hard the rain was coming down. We were walking in literal inches of water, soaked head to toe, just to see the GOAT and SZA, and it was well worth it. Let me get in here. Let me show y'all what they was working with in here, y'all. Look at this shit.
Let me tell y'all what happened. Y'all see this? This is the shit we had to go through.
Listen, look at this,
I
bro.
got wet socks. I have wet socks. Oh, bitch, I'm pissed.
Bro, y'all see this?
Now, let me tell y'all what happened. Y'all see this? This is the shit we had to go through.
Bro, look at this. Can you see anything? The storm was crazy. I stood out there with no poncho. Devin, you went? Who all went in the chat? Let me know who all went in the chat. Also, let me know if this is your first live, if this is your first time watching the stream. Look at this. And it's also so the dome is open, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like in Chicago at our stadium at Soldier Field, we have an open spot too. So if it's just raining or whatever it is, we just got to sit through that. Yeah, I went. It was amazing. That's crazy, man. Let me know what your experience was like. Rain will not cancel the tour. The show will go on. So we've already seen that. Respect. That's kind of what I'm going to. We've seen the resolve and the resilience. We not stopping the show. We not quitting. We not rescheduling it for another day. And I think that also has something to do with just staying on schedule. Now, y'all know with these dates and all of the different things that's going on, I think that we can't have time where we have to schedule another show. Everything needs to move the way that it does. Now, I'm praying that there's nothing that happens, nobody gets sick or no, you know what I'm saying, nothing crazy like that, because we got to stay on schedule. But this is what it looked like. One more time for y'all.
I got wet socks.
They are soaked, bro.
Socks.
He ain't got no. Oh, he got a poncho on. He got a poncho on. So that's a perspective there too, right?
Let me tell y'all what happened.
Now, also, I seen that there was an unreleased song, Friends. I haven't listened to this, so y'all can let me know if y'all have heard it before. I've never seen it personally. On Kendrick's unreleased song, Friends, where him and Whitney address people claiming that she isn't black enough. Shout out to Mike Smith, because she is light-skinned with long hair. I've never heard this before, or am I tweaking?
Exists friends. This bitch tried to tell me that my woman not black because she light-skinned and with her hair down her back. Now growing up, none of us niggas cared about that. We all off for top rhyming. We all in apartments looking at Martin on broke recliners. Whitney, she know. I say, what's your feelings on that? She say, fuck them hoes. She say it's sad to see black women act different to other black women. Clashing color, ad-lib, and the fuck over each other. When half of her mother conditions did the dirty work for us. So what's the dirty work? She said, nigga, we insecure. From a black man, insecurity. Lack of perception, lack of maturity. Manipulation for sex, only reason for you and me. We tolerate this. Your perception of bad bitches make us hate the next bitch. So I ain't mad when they be mad. Speaking on me, take a jab because I got heart. And I look the part with her looking ass. Understand deeper than colorism. I said, what about the ones that pray? She said, fuck them bitches. They be praying on your downfall. Wanna be feminist, turning the serpents around y'all. Maybe I'm sensitive, maybe observant, maybe I'm flawed. Maybe been through too much. Living life in the ghetto as a woman kept me in cuffs. Cause the light skins get picked on, the dark skins don't get picked. Whoever choose sides need to die. So
now, that bar hit me, bro. That bar hit me. For the obvious reasons. My wife and I have discussed this a lot. This is maybe a little deviation from the tour stuff specifically, right? So don't click off the video. We're gonna get right back into it. But this is personal for me. This is personal for my wife. My wife is black and Puerto Rican. Father is black, her mother's Puerto Rican, and has always kind of had an issue with that piece and people not thinking she black enough or whatever. And I'm like, bro, have they not seen your dad? And it's like, do we have to even get that far? The black enough, the colorism within our own community is wild to me. Personally, went through it my whole life. My whole life. I'm too light. I'm light skinned. I'm high yellow. Y'all know. Come on. Don't act like y'all know. Don't act like y'all know we be doing it to ourselves. So he said, what do he say? Too light skinned to what? And the dark skins don't get picked or something like that.
the dark skins don't get.
He said light skins get picked on and dark skins don't get picked, which is crazy. My mom used to tell me the same thing. My mom is much, 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 much darker than me, and she would tell me the same thing. So I feel like the the dynamic that they have within their relationship, you know, and him always bigging her up and not letting that be something that causes her to look at herself in a different way, it's beautiful. It's just hands down. Just hands down. JR, what up, gang? Just hands down. Again, man, like I said, that hit me personally because I know exactly how that feels.
Kept me in cuffs, cause the light skins get picked on, the dark skins don't get picked.
Facts.
Whoever choose sides need to die so we can exist. Friends.
Oh, whoever choose sides.
How many of us have them? Friends.
That's crazy work, bro. Don't choose no sides. We all the same.
Let's be friends.
It'd be crazy to me how sometimes when we get into stuff or somebody on the outside, we always say we all different shapes, colors, sizes, this, that, and the third, but then within each other, we make a difference. Facts. Somebody said, we all black. Gotta make no damn differences who darker and lighter. Come on, man. All right, I'm moving on. My bad, gang. Hit that like button. My bad. Next topic. No, not the next topic. We still on the same topic. Okay, so as far as the show in North Carolina, it seems like they said, the Not Beauty pop-up didn't actually go as planned because of the rain and because of the storm. It seemed like they might have been setting it up and then they kind of took it down or just abandoned it completely because of the weather, right? Y'all really stole from the Not Beauty pop-up tent after the storm evacuation in Charlotte? What? Y'all down bad? Who stole? Who stole? I want to know who did it. That's beyond foul. SZA built that brand with her own money. No big investors, just her vision and heart. She did this for her fans. Y'all didn't just steal products, you stole from her dream. Not only that, you may now have affected how she chooses to maneuver through the Not Beauty pop-up at the tour stops. How disgusting. And the reason I bring this up is because I mentioned it previously as a positive, right? I mentioned this as a positive as far as her doing this pop-up before the show and people being able to actually go there and visit and meet her and do a meet and greet and take pictures and things like that. And the greed of a few hopefully won't outdo the outpour of love of many that have not stolen or haven't done anything. But I do think that it's really sad. You can't change people. People gonna act wild wherever they go. Right. People gonna act ghetto wherever they go. It was a crazy circumstance. Now just imagine this, gang. Now just imagine you stood there or maybe you tried to gather some of the stuff and put it away so it didn't get harmed. And SZA saw that as a, wow, my God, you took the time to help instead of take away. Just imagine what people think like this. People think like this and not like this. So in some situations, man, maybe you can look to help instead of looking to gain and take from somebody. But I just thought that was crazy. I seen that. I wanted to share that. If there's ever an issue going on, man, if you're not gonna do nothing positive to help, just move away and leave it there and let them handle it themselves. I think this is really selfish of people to do something like this. Now, if she stops, if they don't do the pop-up at the next spot, people are gonna be pissed. Right? People are going to be pissed because, oh, I didn't do nothing. But, hey, now we got to protect ourselves. All right. What else we got? So let's take a look at it. Another sold out show. Gang. What do y'all see? What do y'all see? A sea of light. They can light up the city right there. So I keep showing y'all in every city that it's the same. So there's no narrative that can be spun that there was an empty seat in the house. There's no narrative that can be spun. There's no empty seats. All people, all lights, all singing. Bots, thank you. What about it? Hey, this a bop. You know what I'm remembering though? Hoodie Nation, what up? You know what I'm remembering though? I'm starting to not remember. I won't say this. The recency bias is so real that everything on GNX is just something that I recall regularly. I don't even be thinking about jams and bops like this. Today is White Flag Day. The Heart Part 6. Shout out Deontay, man, for the 12-month re-up. My boy, is he double platinum? I see you, Deontay. You see that double platinum? 2 records. So I say that to say, if you're a fan and we're just riding the high and the wave of the GNX tour and the GNX album, let's not forget, and I'm not saying that you are, but let's not forget all of the many, many classics that are already out there that we can go and revisit. I have been victim of just kind of jamming GNX and in a couple of my go-to songs and not necessarily the jams that I could get back. Like, look, like, bro, they play this, I'm going crazy. Oh, could you imagine being with your girl or your man? Imagine being with your girl or your man when this is on. You know I'm right behind you, babe. Just, hey, I'm vibing. I'm telling you, that's what it's supposed to do. Look. And then you get to hear really bad vocals. And then you get to hear, because everybody think they can sing in the car. So another sold out show, again, as expected, another show, sold out show in North Carolina. And then, oh, look at this, bro. Hold up. This visual is crazy though, because I think bro was actually right here. So the people cannot see him from this far back. But just this visual is crazy. And I like what they've done with like the color grading or whatever that is, right? I like what they've done with the color grading and how they presented the show. It's not like in some cases, it's super bright. And then in other cases, is monochromatic the word? Almost monochromatic, but it kind of fits the mood. So the production on this, PZ Lang, they've done a great job, because every time I've seen SZA, it's been like this really bright, really vibrant stuff, and then a lot of times you see a combination of vibrant and muted tones with Kendrick. And like I said, I was comparing the fits for the first couple of shows. But like I said before, this is starting to look more like a uniform. Like I'm wearing the same thing every show. I don't know if it's like that for other stadium tours. Like I got a feeling that like Beyonce and them don't change their outfits that often. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have too many other stadium tours to compare it to. But it seems like it's the same show, not the same show, but it's the same fit every show. Because I thought we were going to see that. And see, what up, Felicia? Sharon, what up? Hush Money. Listen to them vocals, gang. Listen to them vocals. Y'all, hey, look, y'all gonna be out here going crazy. What it be? Oh my God! Listen, if you going, I'm happy for you, bro. Have an amazing time. But this is the show, and like I said, the footage from this show, yeah, I'm telling you, she going off word for word. But like I said, for some reason, the visuals, the pictures, maybe it's the lighting. Look at this. Look at this damn storm that's brewing above them over here. Look at this storm that's brewing out here. Maybe it's the lighting, but the visuals themselves look like super clear. The video that I've seen from this show has been probably the best. Look at this. How much you think they selling them ponchos for? Crazy. Yeah, shout out to Jazzy, bro. Shout out to Jazzy, because Jazzy had excellent footage, man. Excellent, excellent, excellent footage. It's not like us. Let's see what they got. Everybody got ponchos on. Look at this group. Bro, her footage is crazy. Hey, W Jazzy in the chat. W Jazzy in the chat. Look at this. What is it? Is this the energy floor down here? This is the energy floor? Who got energy floor tickets? I looked them up. There's like 800. I'm ordering a box of ponchos now. I'll be selling them. You better. Great footage. She went nuts. Oh, that was a gremlin. That was a gremlin. W Jazzy. That was a gremlin. I will not watch it. I will not watch it. You listen on the Bible, not watch it. You listen on the Bible, not watch it. She went gremlin on their ass, bro. Hey, you know she had a great time, bro. Yeah, she has no voice. She has no voice. There's no way she has a voice after this. There's no way. Get Jazzy on the phone. Get Jazzy on one more time. I was gonna say memer, but don't memer, man. But she having fun, dog. She's having a blast. This is a really good scene. Hey, what's this artwork? What's this artwork? Is this new? Or maybe I don't know. I haven't seen it. Like, who is this? I see a wave head dude. I see somebody with some locks. Who's this? Yeah, that shit crazy. I like this, man. Oh, wait, that's the A minor? Hold up. Bro, she got, her voice is gone here. What up, Loud Pack? Her voice is already dead here. She ain't got no voice. Why? No. Hey, this shit hard, bro. Hey, like I said, if you go onto this show, man, wait, what's this number? Does that say Michelle Obama? Handbags? Michelle Obama handbags. Is that what that says? Am I tweaking? Bro, tell me I'm not tweaking and I just made that up. Yeah? First live, what up, Queen? Let's get it. Oh, okay, Michelle Obama handbags. I didn't know nothing about that.
I don't know why you still pretending. What is the Albert? Niggas and bird bitches? No. The audience not dumb. Shit, the stories how you want. They Drake did not.
I like this green screen though. I think that's dope. I don't think I've ever seen this like green screen with him up on screen with these people. I think that's fire too. That's lit. And then here's one of the most talked about moments. Here's one of the most talked about moments of this show in particular in North Carolina is Kendrick Lamar performing Bodies in the Rain. And I can only imagine Kendrick's mind and probably thinking like, you know what? This is going to be a moment in itself. And it's not super significant. Like, I'm not trying to make it like it's this like grandiose moment, But I think the visual aspect of it is crazy. Because we know this stance with the X chain, with the rain and all of that, it's a little heavy. And then my dog, Snowbird said kind of reminds him of that Prince Super Bowl commercial. Super Bowl performance, excuse me. The Prince Super Bowl performance in the rain. Right? He looks like a villain, look. But I thought this is one of the most talked about moments. As he comes out in the rain. This is crazy. This footage is crazy. This time got him in favor of us. With these years, still got that finger to get to bring our truth. And it gets stuck with visually tough. Maybe this time, let's fuck you. Everything carry the hearts right now. Now I live with a Libyan's truth. Maybe a period starts right now. I took this bitch like that. We go right for right. Natural right. Bro, this is crazy. So I almost wondered if he had any sort of like it, because it looks like it's landing on the stage. Like, bro, that's yeah, it look like it's kind of splashing it on the stage right here. Sin City, yeah, that too. That looks amazing, bro. Gotta be on that side for real, Hey, and I think Isaac sent me over who was the designer who was dressing Kendrick. I forgot his name. I don't know if I forgot what his name was, but he's got some pretty dope stuff too. But this got 215,000 views, man. This is really some of the biggest talk. And Bodies in the Rain, Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Scarring Bros. I think that's what that says. Agatha Pierce. Shout out to Scarring Bros. Or Scaring the Bros. Jeez, I'm reading that wrong. Scaring the Bros. For this video, man. Just a really dope image. And I think that probably is the poster image of this show. If, in all honesty, if I just see this, I know exactly where he was. I know when it happened. And if you're a Carolina native, and you see this photo, somebody needs to like really get like a really good photo of this, like 4K photo. This is a staple piece in anybody's, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, if man cave or not man cave, if anybody else wants it, but just like your space, it would be a dope photo. So if anybody has that, let me know. And make it a poster. Yeah, absolutely. Make it a poster. If you have this image, if you have it on your own, you could probably sell the image and make crazy bank just off of this image alone. Just off of this image. If you could sell it and people can use it for whatever they want to use it for. But this is probably one of the most talked about moments of North Carolina's show. Bodies in the Rain. I definitely wanted to talk about that. So let's move on. All right.
The hard part.
Let's move on. So I've been seeing a little bit of not backpedaling. I don't want to say backpedaling because I don't ever believe that was the narrative that he was spinning. I believe based on the feelings that Ab-Soul presented, I believe people took that and turned that into something that it wasn't. And now people are kind of going back and maybe trying to figure out if there's any trouble in paradise, if there's any issues, or just kind of understanding where Ab-Soul is coming from as a member of TDE. My personal take has always been, I think bro is just speaking his truth. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. But this is Ab-Soul talking about the Hard Part 6 when GNX came out. And we already know what that meant for the gang, in a sense. Black hippie and all of that. Shout out to Sandy Chance. Oh, you were there? You got to let me know how that went. Listen, we turned up here in Atlanta. I see you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, Elmira. Other rappers would have been 2 hours late and been lip syncing. Facts. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference. Let's get into what he said.
About the Heart Part 6. And you know, I'm very honored. You know, that's my brother, and like in real life, like I really
Yup.
I'll take a bullet for cuz. But aside from that, I guarantee you he didn't study me as much as I studied him. You feel what I'm saying? He taught me the most as a professional recording artist.
Ooh.
And you know, I just want to make that very clear. You know what I'm saying? We really,
because I think Dot said, you know, he was studying Ab-Soul and, you know, the way he raps and trying to learn how to do it that way. And Ab-Soul just went ahead and flipped it and said, bro, ain't no way you study me as much as I studied you. And I think even you could look at that a couple of ways if you want. I'm gonna take the positive from it, right? I'm gonna say these are men, right? These are men that grew up together doing something that they loved, and they all endured and they all learned from each other, and they're all seeing the fruits of that labor now. And I think that's what the Hard Part 6 really meant, was the fruits of our labor and what it's becoming now. And it's not even done yet. Like, you might think that this is the peak, and this might not even be the peak. Like, as fans, right? And this is for anybody watching too, like later on in the playback. Do you think this is the height of PG Lang, TDE, Kendrick, the gang, everybody, right? Do y'all think this is as high as it's gonna get? Personally, I don't think so. I think there's more in the tank. Right. I think there's more in the tank. I don't think this is the height. I think this is people now understanding there's a major force in music, hip hop, and entertainment that needs to be understood, and people need to research and study what they've done on that side to make it so successful. They don't have really any non-success stories. Right? Like, who's not a success story? Even Ab-Soul is a success story, even if his numbers don't show what it is and he's not doing tours and things like that. Still a success story. Ray Vaughn, Doechii, Kendrick, SZA. Where's there not a success story? So that should also show people, anybody that enters that circle, if there's any more spaces open, but anybody that enters that circle, you've got a job to do. Don't think you're just gonna get signed to TDE and sit down and do nothing. There's a lot of work involved.
you know, we really did. We really slept on the floor for this shit, man. All of us, man.
Right.
Dot, Rock, Q. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Soundwave was the first producer I worked with when he was making beats on his PlayStation.
Facts.
Music MTV Generator. You feel me? And he introduced me to Punch. And Punch told me to come back. And me and Musa was best friends before I got introduced to the camp. And he would always tell me about his pops. And it's just spiritual how I ended up in such a historical space to where we've been able to, you know, inspire a generation, you know, let alone the world. You know what I'm saying? Because we obviously not done, right?
And that's my point. They not done. They not done at all, man. So any of that weird narrative that Ab-Soul is at odds with them or whatever, if they are, they'll figure it out on their own behind closed doors. That ain't even something that needs to be discussed. They locked in forever, and it's gonna be great from here to the end, bro. So we not even rocking with that narrative that people trying to push. All right. Next topic. Let's take a look at this from a fan perspective now, gang. We're going to go ahead and get into some of these kind of like fan videos. We're going to tap into some TikToks here. We're going to look at some of the publications. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I didn't even see this. I think this is actually in Atlanta though. This is not in I don't believe this is in North Carolina. This is in Atlanta though. So is he really doing meet and greets with fans in the back? Or is this like somebody? Shout out to Just Gwen for the $5 donation. Thank you so much. Dot always pays homage to Ryan Coogler, asked for a song, and Dot gave him an album with every TDE artist on the label at that time. Man, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, so I said, wait, he did meet and greets? I'm like, is he meeting and greeting? It look like he is. I don't know. And like I said, if I may not know who this person is. So if she is like somebody who I just don't know, just let me know in the chat. I'm not trying to disrespect her at all, but is this just a meet and greet or is this somebody?
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all tell you pop in. Pop in right there. Oh, Victoria.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
Okay, can
meet and greet, that's lit. He like, let me get up out of here. So he's meeting and greeting back there, which is dope. I don't know if that's something that's available to everybody. I don't think so, but I think that's fire too. Also, we seen that Halle Bailey attended the Grand National Tour in Charlotte. I'm not really sure, why this is news, but hey, she was there. Music. Damn, where are seats at?
6 tools, I make them plain.
Is she hiding? Look like she hiding in there. Look like she hiding in there. About last night. Damn.
Pickable 80 pointers like
Okay, so she closer right there. Okay. Like I said, the difference in the vibrance in how they make it monochromatic. So Halle Bailey was there too, which, like I said, I'm not really sure if that's major news, but she was there. Was there anybody else in the house that night? I don't even want to get into this, bro. Personally. All right. So Kendrick and SZA, all the stars. Why is he? Does anybody know why he's? Oh, he's moving. Oh, makes sense. Check this out. The stage is moving. I seen him clipped in. I'm like, yo, why is he clipped into the you dig? What's going on here? You was there? Let's go, Queen. Rhapsody was there too. So the Cole didn't show up, which is what I thought. And everybody did say that Rhapsody was going to be there. Was there any other Carolina native artists in the house that I didn't see? It was raining all night. I seen that. Shout out to Gwen. That fit is tough though, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna have ninjas out here dressing like this, bruh. Looking for these shorts. You know what these shorts kind of remind me of, low key? They remind me of Jabot strap shorts. Y'all remember them joints? Y'all remember the Jabot straps? Maurice Francois Jabot. Y'all remember them? Bro, everybody had Jabots back in the day. But that's what these remind me of. They remind me of Jabot shorts. He said, good, tired of them tight clothing. Chloe is not upset with Dot. People take things out of context and like to demonize her. Yeah, he channeling early 2000. And he said, you a fool for remembering that. Bro, I'm telling you, MFG. But that's what I get from these. And the stage is lifting up. Yeah, bro, I gotta get to this show, man. High key, gotta get to this show, man. It looks beautiful. It's the Ben Frank murderer. What kind of shoes is he wearing? Is he just wearing Timbs? This energy floor going nuts. Man, I can't wait till he go to LA, man. I feel like we gonna see a pop out with Tyler, bro. If Tyler come out and do his Hey Now remix, y'all are in for a treat, bro. Well, I'm not even gonna say if, I'm calling it. Big Kish was there? Yeah, I seen Kish. Shout out Kish. I seen Kish was there too, man. I seen Kish was in the building too. Like he had a good time. Yeah, man. This show looks absolutely insane. So does Mustard have any other part of the show other than, I feel like he going to all these cities just for this part. He opens the show. Crazy. He didn't have a stop it. Well, he already did a show in New Orleans, I was gonna say. I definitely wanted to see like a live band perform this too. This is crazy, man. Everybody just showing. Look at this. Man, bro. Let me know in the comments if you guys are going to the show. Everybody coming out in LA, I'm telling you.
Hey, let's go.
Everybody going to this show. Everybody going there, man. Have the numbers come out yet? That's the one thing I wanted to look at, to see if the numbers came out yet. I don't think so. Kendrick gets a loud cheer from a packed stadium in Charlotte tonight. Look at this footage. Bots? Huh? Are we from today in Massachusetts? AZ tight? Yeah.
I see we got a lot of day ones in the building tonight, okay. I also see there's a lot of...
Man, they was pumping in sound, man. I'm telling you, I seen them do it. They had speakers, and they was just pumping in the sound. That's all fake. That's AI generated. They not really talking like that. Deafening. And we do this not because, like, I don't want this to come across as like I'm some Kendrick super fan. Kendrick Lamar is an amazing artist, and I like Kendrick Lamar. I think he's an incredible artist. But I'm not going to just sit here and let people talk like, bro, he's not doing it. He is. Just accept it. Just accept it. Stop acting like he ain't him right now, bro. Stop acting like he ain't him. Period. Bro, don't get me started about old dude trying to start the, yeah, like let's not act like he not him, dog. And that's what I do want people to understand. We not gonna pretend like he's not him. He just is. Those are custom shorts from Corrupt Kid. I heard it was somebody else.
I see we got a lot of day ones in the building tonight, okay.
Day one's in the building tonight, gang.
I also see there's a lot of...
Crazy. Oh, this is more of a shot of scissor here. And was they really tripping off SZA having a backtrack? Like, stop it. Was they really tripping off that? Bro, stop. You see she got an S chain, though. Say, Kendrick, hey, bro, chill. You're not finna be the only one out here with a chain on, gang. She had that custom. Has she always had this? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Shout out Roll Tide. Yeah. Shout out, was that Diamond? My boy went diamond on us. He got a diamond record. A Little Rain ain't never hurt nobody. Roll Tide, you got pictures. You got videos. We got to get into them videos. Buster has one too. Yeah. They killing it. They killing it. All right. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I paid for this one, right? I will be canceling my subscription to Charlotte Observer. I'm not from there, but I paid for this one. You know why? Because I didn't want to get another instance of The Guardian. I didn't know what The Guardian was, right? We read The Guardian and it read as literal shade and hate, and it wasn't from the perspective of the city. So I went to the Charlotte Observer. Shout out to Just Gwen for the $5 donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Somebody said that if Drake had just posted a video dancing Not Like Us and said that Doc got him in good battle, then people would move. Oh, bro. If he had just said, hey, bro, good dub. I'll see you next time, and moved on, it would be no reason to. But they still holding up that other side, so we're going to keep going, right? So again, like I said, let's go ahead and take a look at this from the city's perspective. Theoden James is the person that wrote this from the Charlotte Observer. After a stormy start to Kendrick's concert, did he say Atlanta or Carolina? Wait, is there a... Wait, fan fits before the Kendrick show? What's this? No, I don't want to see the ad. No ads. A lot of camo. Hold up, no, let's see this. This is the first time we've seen this. Why is this lit up like that though? There it is. Bro, can we move the play button? I want to see the fits. Play button, move. Camo, Kung Fu Kenny. Okay, we see some green, see some baggy. I see it. Mustard. Shout out to Mrs. Hummus. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Going to the DC show, June 18th. I'm so excited. Let's get it. Okay, we got a little scissor tank. We got a little scissor top here. I see it. What we got on feet though? I see some Sambas down here. What's them? Nice little jacket. Did you make that? Okay, we got a little group fit here. A lot of camo. Hey, people, I'm telling you. Look at this camo. Look, camo here. Camo here. Everybody rocking camo. I see some Thunder 4s down there. All right. The Say Drake T. Y'all can't see this, can y'all? Y'all see the Say Drake T? Philly up tonight? Is Philly tonight? I don't know. Is Philly up tonight? Oh, them shoes way too big. Hold up. No, that's not real, is it? Chat, am I tweaking? No. Them shoes about 4 sizes too big. You see all this space down here? Okay, gang, we're not gonna do that today. We're not gonna do that today. The mustard tee, bro, we're not gonna do that today. Clean fit, we're not gonna do that today. We're not gonna do that. Best thing I ever went to, hands down. See, we got a lot of people saying that. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. It should come as no surprise to anyone at this point that controversy will follow Kendrick Lamar, even to a place as unassuming as Charlotte. What's the controversy? And it wasn't about weather. After all, we could see the storm coming Saturday from miles away on our weather apps, and indeed it came at 4:45 to be exact. Drops of rain started pecking the heads and shoulders. Then within minutes, lightning was flickering in the skies to the southwest of Bank of America Stadium ahead of Lamar's big co-headlining show with SZA. Moments after that, stadium officials gave a seat cover order to match the one issued just over a dozen blocks away in First Ward Park in the middle of rapper PDP. Wait, PD Pablo had a set in Carolina the same night as the GNX? North Carolina, come on and raise up. Stop it. Take your shirt off, spin it around your head like a helicopter. What? He's still performing? Yo, that remix was tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn. By the time the clock struck 5, it was a downpour with anyone headed towards Bank of America who hadn't packed a waterproof jacket or purchased a poncho from a sidewalk hawker, likely remorseful and definitely damp. The lucky break, the timing. If the same storm had rolled into Uptown at, say, 8:45 p.m., we'd be writing about noise ordinance fines, post-midnight Uber pricing surges, antsy babysitters, and a lot of Charlotte waking up at least a little bit later on Sunday morning than usual. Instead, why are we hearing about the weather, bro? Okay, I'm gonna just read the whole thing. Instead, the seat cover order was lifted by 6:15, and plenty of time for DJ Mustard's half-hour set to start at 7:15 as scheduled. And plenty of time to load Lamar into the 1987 Buick Grand National sports car, the one he made famous during the Super Bowl halftime performance in February, and to make them both rise out onto the cloud of smoke on the stage a few minutes after 8 as scheduled. More precipitation was on the way, but it would be lighter, lightning-free, of the lighter, lightning-free variety. So then, where's the controversy? Hang on, we'll get there. Where's the controversy, gang? Grand National Tour versus Super Bowl. Charlotte was just the 4th stop on the 23-show Grand National Tour, which will eventually wind its way through 18 stadiums in the U.S. and 1 in Canada. Hardcore fans would have come into this one knowing it's a marathon affair with no true opening act. But those who hadn't read ahead might have been surprised to find Lamar and his longtime part-time collaborator, SZA, spending 160 minutes taking turns performing a series of individual mini sets, touching on parts of wholes of a total of a staggering 53 songs. So they're not performing songs all the way through. They're touching on some of the songs, including a handful of duets. It was a contrast of styles, which I've seen in several publications that have written this, is contrasting styles. SZA's staging incorporated bright pops of color and more traditional big-budget pop show trappings. A giant animatronic ant she rode like a horse during Garden. Say it like that. A long, glittery ball gown she shed like a cocoon before soaring 20 feet above the stage with butterfly wings on her back during Saturn, and even the occasional appearance of a live musician. Photos. Okay, we see him. Lamar, on the other hand, largely stuck to a black and white motif, his 16-member predominantly male dance crew moving more militarily, e.g., during Reincarnated, when they exaggeratedly nodded their heads and moved arms in rigid lockstep while seated diagonally in a row on a set of steep stairs, or during Peekaboo when they shadowed and surrounded him on the catwalk as he spit lyrics, stalking him with dramatic head thrusts that made them look like roosters. Those moments seemed to harness some of the ferociously frenetic energy of the 13-minute Super Bowl show, but the overall feel of this concert was a little less urgent, perhaps if for no other reason than the sheer difference in running times. It's like a runner trying to run a 5K pace for 26.2 miles. It can't be done. You've got to pace yourself. Okay, so basically what it sounds like is what I'm feeling too, right? Like, honestly, when it got to Atlanta, I kind of felt the energy coming down a little bit. Like, how you start out the blocks really, really, really fast, and then you kind of get to the middle of it, and not even to the middle of it. You kind of get to around the bend, and you kind of start slowing down a little bit. You see, you got to pick it up a little bit. So I think he might just be saving a little bit energy or pacing himself for not bigger shows, for other shows down the line. Like LA is gonna need time to even recoup from that, and then to finish it in Canada and then go overseas too. I think he has to pace himself. So I'm feeling that energy too. I'm not sure if y'all feel it. Y'all can let me know in the comments if y'all feel that energy, but I definitely feel that it's not as heightened as it was with Texas and Minnesota being the first show. Still, the pace artists were able to keep was remarkable. And to a certain degree, it seemed like they got a second win when the rain returned in the home stretch. The sky started opening up as SZA sang the initial verse of her 2022 hit Kill Bill, and drops fell increasingly as she moved through Snooze and a shortened version of Crybaby. Lamar returned for his final solo mini set a few songs later, and as he rapped a new unreleased song in a crouch on the main stage, the rain that was pouring off the rigging was splashing on the stage behind him, creating an unexpectedly eye-popping, all-natural visual effect. I'm telling you, whoever has like real good photos of that, I haven't seen any yet online. Whoever has that, it's gonna be good for them. Do me a favor, chat. We're at 400 likes in the stream. Let's get to 500 likes if you guys do not mind. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys are watching and you're enjoying my content. I appreciate you. It helps the channel grow. When SZA returned to join Lamar to kick off the encore with their collaborative effort, Luther, the 35-year-old songstress, shouted, "This is our first stadium without a ceiling." Wow. Be prepared, man, especially here. Be prepared. This is our first stadium without a ceiling. And while I sometimes wish B of A had a roof, I also have to admit that wild weather always manages to give shows their character that it wouldn't have had had it been covered, climate-controlled setting. I agree. I think that rain added something to the show. I really do. The headliners apparently agreed. "I love the rain," Lamar said, and SZA repeated the same 4 words before they launched into their last song. Gloria gloriously capped off the first major hip-hop show at the Charlotte Stadium on a night that represented the largest scale celebration of rap in the city's history. Charlotte, really? Really? Moni has a short of the baby's part? What you mean? Gloria gloriously capped off the first major hip-hop show at the Charlotte Stadium on a night that represented the largest scale celebration of rap in the city's history. Wow. Wow. Over at Love and Life, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Ludacris, and Pitbull all still got in their full sets after the multi-genre festival's rainy day. So all of these artists were in town? DJ Jazzy Jeff, Ludacris, and Pitbull were there? Controversy, schmontroversy, except, wait, so did Kendrick say Carolina or Atlanta? I think he said Carolina. Just 4 songs into the show, my wife nudged me and asked, did he just call us Atlanta? I had tuned out for a second or two and hadn't heard what he said. I shrugged, but I made note to check my recording when we got home. And when I did, I heard it clear as day. Yeah, Atlanta, how y'all feeling tonight? I felt sure he said Atlanta. How y'all feeling tonight? I felt so sure of it that I wrote several paragraphs lamenting the fact that he'd slipped up. Then I listened to my recording of him saying it 5 times in a row, and I heard Atlanta every time. Did he say Atlanta or Carolina? He said Carolina with his accent, not Atlanta. Shout out to SEG for the $2 donation. He did? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Comcast Business helps turn businesses into seamlessly restocking, frictionless paying, quickly customizing, patient scanning.
Let's go, ad. All this to see if he said Carolina or Atlanta, bruh. He said Carolina, man. He said Carolina, how y'all? He didn't say, hey, Atlanta. He said Carolina, how y'all feeling tonight? Oh, you made me wait for that? Yeah, he said Carolina. Stop trying to look. Hey. Shut up, Big Who Shot You. Hey, look. Listen. For the most part, I've read a lot of these, right? I've read a couple of these, and they're all pretty similar. Honestly, the verbiage is kind of the same. I look to see if there's going to be any difference anywhere. But from what I'm seeing, this is just his effort at trying to make what he's saying slightly different than what everyone else is saying. His has a bit of controversy, Atlanta or Carolina. Hey, he's a writer. I get it. But soon after, I found a post on X of a photo of Lamar on stage in Charlotte with the caption, Kendrick looking perplexed after calling Charlotte Atlanta. And when I clicked through the comments, I saw multiple people point out that he was actually saying Carolina. Yes, not Atlanta. You can hear it. I went back and played my recording again. I could hear Carolina this time on the first try. I quickly rewrote this review to take out my lamentation and lecturing. Then I sent the recording to 2 editors who said, no, he's saying Atlanta. I said, no, he's not. Let's do it again. He's saying Carolina. One said she heard Carolina the second time. The other said she still heard Atlanta. She played it for her husband. He heard Carolina. What is it, bruh? Is it Carolina or Atlanta in the comments? Let me know. Queen Liquid, what up? Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you. Pull up Chillin' with Moni. She has a short with him performing in the rain. Oh, we watched this already though. Thank you. Yes, we did watch this. Thank you so much. I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. We did watch it a little bit earlier. We watched it back here. She listened again. Still, she heard Atlanta. It's bizarre. I played it for my wife. She said that's Atlanta. I told her to listen again for Carolina. The next time she heard Carolina. This was starting to feel like a twisted joke, like we were on a candid camera or like a 2025 version of that old viral Mind teaser centered on a photograph of a dress that appeared definitely blue and black to some, while definitely white and gold to others. God, I remember that. That was lame. But I guess the bottom line is this. At 37 years old, Lamar has achieved godlike status as a rapper, boasting a collection of 22 Grammys, including 5 earned this year, a Pulitzer Prize for music, status as the most successful artist on Billboard Hot 100 chart in 2024, and the fresh title of the most watched Super Bowl halftime show performer of all time, 133.5 million viewers, more than tuned in for the actual game itself. So the answer to this is how y'all feeling question, regardless of which geographic location he's referring to, is this: we're feeling lucky. Shout out to Asia Bingley. Lucky we got to see him on such a big stage with such a great co-conspirator. Shout out to Jared Hightower. I appreciate you. Lucky we keep getting shows like this in general. Lucky we can support as a city an A-list concert and a separate A-list music festival in the same place at the same time. Lucky that the storm didn't have the negative impact it could have had on either event, and that at the stadium at least, the rain even made the night a little more memorable in a positive way. Ooh, I like how you summing this up. And Lucky in his B of A stadium show, his fleeting final moment, that Kendrick Lamar got it right once and for all. After helping SZA into the passenger seat of his classic Buick, he paused one last time before climbing into the driver's seat and said, Carolina, until next time, we love y'all. He definitely said Carolina this time. I mean, I'm 99% sure, or maybe 98. Yeah, man, that was a nice, I think that was very unbiased. Definitely gave us something to think about, but it's not it wasn't too different from some of the other things. So Carolina, y'all know y'all gotta let me know how that show went for y'all, all right? On to the next topic. Shout out to everybody who's who hit the sub button today, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who hit the like button. Shout out to anybody who's donating. I always appreciate all of that, man. Thank y'all for just hanging out with me. We got over 500 million people in here. Almost 500 likes too. Let's get into some Carolina TikToks. Sometimes they're not always what we think they're gonna be. Sometimes you get people thirsting over Kendrick. But this time we're gonna get into some TikToks. I want to see what they gotta say. Let's see what they gotta say.
TikTok, I need some help. So last night, I was at a GNX tour in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was on the energy floor, like where that little, the square.
Wait, he needs some help getting his footage?
If you're looking at the stage.
Yeah, I don't really know if I want to know.
I went to the Kendrick Lamar concert last night, the Grand National Tour in Charlotte. Listen.
Hey, I'm going to say this. Listen, stop using CarMax. It's bad for you. Stop. Everybody. It's not good for you. Use something more natural. That CarMax stuff ain't good for you. You leave your lips chapped and needing more. It's like addictive.
Listen, don't ever question my loyalty when it comes to Kendrick K. Lamar, my short king. Listen, I was outside drenched by the rain. And speaking of the rain, y'all, when I tell y'all the bottom fell out, it was drizzling a little bit, and then next thing you know, God sent down the floods, okay? Listen, my voice is kind of gone. It could be due to me screaming. And also, I could be catching a cold.
You definitely catching a cold, gang.
Lamar put on a 10 out of 10 concert. Him and SZA, oh my gosh. Like, I'm really not that big of a fan for SZA, but to see her perform.
How many times are we hearing that, though? And that's not a diss or a dig at SZA at all, right? But the narrative is, everybody's going to see SZA and SZA's helping him. But we've seen several times where people say, I'm really a fan of Kendrick. It's an added bonus to have her a part of the show as well, right?
Form made me a fan. Like, I can't get over my voice. Y'all know I was screaming at the top of my voice when he was performing Euphoria, okay? That's probably why my voice is gone. Cause y'all know anytime I could put my foot on that man and his barrett's neck, I'm gonna do it every time.
Ooh.
And I lost my voice doing so. So y'all know I am dedicated to being a hater. But
damn, dedicated haters.
Let's talk about the tour. Okay, so Kendrick and like SZA, they do their own little thing. Like Kendrick opened, right? And he did his little songs. Then SZA came in and then they did their little songs together. Like they both gave each other ample amount of time to be on stage. And also, I do enjoy the fact that Kendrick Lamar performed Poetic Justice, okay? Because I do love any chance I can to be petty. And I love that he did that. The set list, it was fire. But if y'all haven't got the tickets for the Grand National Tour, please go do so, okay? Because Kendrick can put on the show. I went to the Kendrick
Lamar
tough.
Concert again, 10 out of 10. Get the tickets if you haven't already.
What
up, Drizzy?
Kendrick Lamar in Charlotte.
Oh, she headed to church.
I don't know how he gonna.
She going straight to church right now.
On his way to Philadelphia. I think that's his next show, and the next is in
it's
the
Philly
Eastern
tonight.
Part. Don't mind my outfit. Happy Derby Days for all who celebrate. But anyways. The show in Charlotte, The Rain was a paid actor, okay? The Rain was a paid actor.
Crazy.
Because when I tell you, everybody that was in Charlotte knows what I'm talking about. That Rain was out of this world. And then during the show, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but during the show, The Rain lit up, and it just made the show in Charlotte cinematic. When Kendrick Lamar performed in 95 with The Rain, you just had to be there.
See, look. That's what I love, though. That's going to be an experience that nobody else is going to have. That's why I think The Rain actually was fire. Because that's the experience that they have. The visuals that they have with that rain and that overcast made the show look different. That's not planned. And I keep telling y'all, when it's not planned and it's just working out that way, it's just the universe doing it, it's even crazier. Because now they got a completely different show.
Be there. I'm not trying to tell you too much, but if you need a sign to catch Kendrick and SZA this year on tour, this is your sign. Between the dancers, all of them, chocolate drops, grills, LA, you could tell that man really loved LA, right? And to all of the original, the OG Kendrick Lamar fans, I'm talking about Section 80 Kendrick Lamar fans, go to the show. I know y'all going to the show, but y'all, I'm not telling y'all nothing that y'all don't know. But when I tell you, from the transitions to the messaging to hell, even SZA's performance, like, she was majestic, if you will. That's the only way that I can explain it.
Very
especially
descriptive.
If you listen to her last album. Trust me on this. This might not be the last time I see Kendrick on tour, I fear. Because he put on, like, he has a majority, like, his run right now.
That's the thing that everybody's saying, though. People are like, what up, Christian? People are thinking, I might want to go to another date. If I can get to another date, I would go. That's what people are saying. The show is that good.
We're going to be studying this. There will be documentaries being made. There will be hip-hop scholars studying this.
Told you.
I said this when Not Like Us dropped. I did a video. I did another video about Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl and what all that meant, and how the Grammy performances and all of his wins, like, set him up. Like, it's just so many things, like, that have happened to Kendrick Lamar over the past 15 years to where most K-Dot fans right now, yeah, we smiling.
Like, y'all see it, everybody seen it coming.
All right, you can't tell us nothing. You can't tell us nothing. I really am partial to the Charlotte show because I went with my childhood bestie. But I must say, it's gonna be hard to top that. I know Atlanta was Atlanta's show.
See, look, every city is gonna have that. Every city is gonna have that, right? Like, it's gonna be hard to top my city. I think the weather added something to that. I think Atlanta had a crazy show, but like I said, I think the energy that I was speaking about is more of the energy from the outside and not actually the people that went to the show. If y'all know what I'm talking about, but that's crazy.
The rain, the cinema, yeah. Everybody else got their workout. I can hardly wait to see what's going on at the Inglewood shows. Hell, I might pull up. Who knows?
See?
But yeah, who else in Charlotte went? Let me know. Okay, bye. Can we talk?
Crazy work.
Damn, baby.
We got rained out. Soaked, wet.
Ooh, look at that hair. They mad?
We're for entry now because it's still raining, so we're under the awning.
Oh, 10 minutes? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's their whole show experience. Two-hour drive to the concert versus the actual concert.
Kendrick Lamar, SZA, that entire crew, the dancers, the pyrotechnic professionals, the lighting engineer, none of y'all owe me anything last night.
Damn.
From last night. And I know everyone was kind of like, oh, the weather's up in the air. Is it going to hold up? Da-da-da-da-da. It held up in the way that it needed to. Yeah, it rained a little bit during the show, but for those of y'all who have never experienced a concert, not a festival, a concert where it starts raining or rain becomes a part of that show, how the artist navigates and
hey, bro, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. People sound like they've changed. They sound like they went into the concert one person and came out a different person. Like, yo, like, it changed my life. I can't even, the way I see things is just, I won't be the same. It literally seemed like they changed.
The weather, especially when it's in a stadium like Bank of America that is uncovered, it tells a lot about how they look at their craft, how they care about their craft. Some people would have had every reason, would have been 100% justified in postponing that show for last night. Like, it would have made sense. People would have been pissed, but we also would have probably understood.
Yeah.
And the fact that y'all are like, nah, we can wait out the thunderstorm. We know it's not going to do it again until later. Let's still go on. And it was an amazing show. something about rain adds an element to a concert that was not there before. When you know that that artist was not, they didn't rehearse in the rain,
right?
They didn't rehearse for the rain or whatever the case is, and they still go out and give it their all and give you an amazing show, give you your money's worth. The rain becomes another special effect.
Right.
Just like pyrotechnics, just like lighting, just like the visuals, the rain becomes another special effect. And it works.
And because the show has that kind of like play on dark and light already, I feel like the rain, honestly, you could add rain to the show and it not do make it better. Like if they had like a rain special effect, I would just add that to the body's performance. It looks so dope. Why not? It looks so crazy. I would just add rain.
So
honestly,
well last night when it happened. I'll probably post another video later with just like actual clips from the concert, but I wanted to come back and just give my not immediate, I slept, my thoughts from last night. I don't really have any notes. I know one of my homeboys hit me up this morning and was like, yo, Kendrick's pyrotechnical team is from Tennessee, and they, I think, maybe only use like half of the pyrotechnics that are scheduled in the actual show because of the weather. And for them to still be able to use any.
Right.
To be able to use any, and then the ones that they did, it added so much value to the show. I don't have any notes. Damn.
Bro, look at that. Listen to that. It's like, bro, the experience. You can see it on their faces. So if you haven't gone already and you're going,
final thought,
you can still be super excited.
I was sitting there trying to remember last night, like, have I ever been to another concert where it started raining and it wasn't a part of the plan or whatever the case is? And the only concert I can remember where that has happened to me was in 2016 with the Formation World Tour in Raleigh. I remember literally being in the stadium, having to evacuate the stadium to go to the arena and then go back to the stadium, and she still put on a full-out performance. So again, when I talk about artists being able to ebb and flow and navigate to their environment around them, I've only seen it twice.
And that's what makes Kendrick dope.
Please excuse the way I look. It's after midnight. Just left Kendrick and SZA. It was great. But a couple months ago, a yellow mustard colored GNX vinyl went viral on Twitter, and some of you were like, "Oh, it's a mock-up. He would never do that." Blah blah blah. And something in my head, something in my delusion, told me I was gonna own it. One day, I was like, "I'm gonna have a yellow GNX vinyl." And after 3 merch stands and some breakdowns, it's mine. Hello.
A yellow GNX vinyl.
After midnight, just left Kendrick and SZA. It was great. But a couple months ago, a yellow mustard colored GNX vinyl went viral on Twitter, and some of you were like, "Oh, it's a mock." And something.
Do y'all know what that is? A yellow GNX vinyl? What is that?
One day, I was like, "I'm gonna have a yellow GNX vinyl." Breakdowns.
Mustard color special? Oh, okay. Getting lit before the show. Charlotte really got a movie tonight. You know what I like, man? I like how they riff, and it's not like you do your thing and I do mine and we just separate. It's like, nah, we do this together. I like that.
No, post-concert depression is a real thing. I just got back from SZA and Kendrick. That shit was the best thing of my life.
Best thing of my life, look.
I can't show the back.
Hold up.
I just got back from SZA and Kendrick. That shit was the best thing of my life. So this is a shirt I got. I can't show the back because I don't have shorts. But, this is also the other shirt I got. Yo, I was only planning to get one, and I couldn't find this one. I walked to the other side of the stadium, and they only had 2X. Best believe I don't care. I got it. Okay, we have acquired a child. This is my floor wristband. It's pink. I don't want to ever take it off. But
I don't ever want to take it off.
Yo, my room. If it flips. Terrible. It's currently 12:40. I have school tomorrow.
All right, that was a.
And I look.
Well, Charlotte, it's finally the first weekend of May.
Yeah, bro, they got a bro. I'm trying to find more reviews.
Okay, y'all, as you can tell, I went to SZA and Kendrick last night, and I just want to let you guys know about a free souvenir that you can get. You just got to keep your eyes open, got to keep them open. Look at this. Free. I got 3 of them. They were literally just handing them out, so you got to keep your eyes open, okay? They were just handing them out.
Anybody else got one of
Pockets
these?
is tight. At least you get a free little souvenir. Beautiful.
I mean, yeah, that's dope.
Okay, y'all, as you can tell.
That's kind of dope, too. Yeah, bro, there's a... Oh! Yo, no, what? What? I was there. Shout out to Shelly for the 5. What? Shout out to Shelly for the 5. Thank you so much. Since I was there, I hope you had an incredible time because you sat through this. Yo. And what are people buying? Food? Y'all eating soggy hot dogs? Yo, that's crazy. I wouldn't have left though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have left. I would have sat out there, bro. That's crazy. My 370 just vibing on stage.
I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna say too much, but I ain't gonna cap. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, my city. Yo, Mr. Kung Fu Kenny, I wasn't able to see you last night, man. I had to work.
Oh,
this
what?
ain't no public. This ain't no sorry post. But I'm glad for whoever went out there. Y'all enjoyed yourselves. It rained and Charlotte came up and showed the hell out, boy.
All right, so he ain't go.
I just did. If I didn't learn to love myself, forgive myself.
Oh my God. Need to reschedule for real.
Literally from coming from outside. It was only 5 seconds. Oh my God.
Oh my God, bro. This is y'all's story. This is y'all's story, the rain.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Fuck.
Hey, bro. She said, hey, Jess. Look. Hey, look. Shout out Jess, man. Jess was one of the first people we watched on these TikToks. Shout out Jess. Jess said they had a 9.5 out of 10 experience. She took her son. So major W to you for taking her son. We got on her a little bit. We was like, yo, he ain't no Anita Baker. And everybody's like, yo, you gotta teach him some Anita Baker. You gotta give him some Al Green. You gotta give him some Marvin Gaye. But she said, hey man, she's working on it, man. So shout out to Jess for actually tuning in. The world is very small, man. It's very small. I would have never thought that she would have even seen the video. But how did you see the video? For real. Like, how did you see the video? But shout out to Jess, man. Shout out to Jess for pulling up and being a good sport about it. But this is why she said she wasn't posting no damn footage. She going crazy. Yo, she turned to the max. Hey, shout out Primo. I appreciate you. We trying to find some more reviews, man. Oh, stop. That's actually funny, bro.
When he looks at me,
Ain't that Weird Al?
and I look.
Yo, the Weird Al trapped in the closet is
What I
hilarious,
spent GNX Tour
bro.
Edition. I came in from Milwaukee just for this concert.
I'm
I did not
crying
have a rental
already.
this time, so a Lyft was my first charge.
Oh, I
off
think
the
we
bat.
seen this one already. Look. Why didn't you post any videos of the concert? Listen. I'm going to say this right damn now. Okay? And I'm going to say this right damn now. If you go to this show and you recording your footage, you sing your damn heart out, okay? You don't care what we gonna say about you, all right? You enjoy yourself and you rap every damn lyric. You understand me? This is the crew. We telling you, rap every damn lyric like your life depended on it. Lose your damn voice. Sound like an asshole. We don't care. My God, I'm crying. We all sound good in the crib. Hey, she a fan though. She a fan. I don't give a damn. It's funny as hell, but she a fan. Yeah. She about to pass out, bro. She about to pass out. She cooked. She cooked. She cooked. She cooked. She cooked. She literally cooked. She literally cooked. Man, hey, if you gonna screech like that, man. Screech like that. All right, man, look, that's gonna do it for today's stream. We went through the GNX TikToks, man. We covered Drake ducking the squabbles. We covered some clips from just from an overall perspective. Then we went ahead and took a look at some fan clips, and then we went ahead and looked at some of the GNX TikToks from North Carolina. We also took a look at the local publication, what they had to say about the show. We actually got a lot of videos that have been sent in too. I got a lot of videos that. Hold on, man. Should we end it right now? Hold on, let me see. What time is it? 1:40. Let me show y'all some. I want to show y'all some of the stuff that Discord sent me. If you guys are not in the Discord, feel free to join the Discord, man, and just tag me in videos, man. Look, like, just y'all sent so many. This is y'all personal videos of being at the show. So while we go through TikToks, we got look at all of this, bro. Y'all been going crazy in here. Look at all of this. I'm going to go through a couple of them. We don't have to go through all of them. The Craze, I know he sent me a couple. Let me see what the Craze was talking about. Oh, you got a decent seat too, my boy. In Atlanta. And then the spotlight come on. Y'all going crazy. Y'all going crazy. Shout out to my dog, the Craze, man. What you got? 510 Guzman. I'm not sure if you're here. Oh, I got this muted. My bad. You know, I be having to mute Discord sometime. My bad.
I said, louder, go.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3. All my life,
I want money and power. Respect my mind. Look, y'all going crazy. Y'all got good seats, though.
I pray mine. So I can do.
This is the crew, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all doing y'all thing out here. Who else? Vicky had one. And here's the other way I see it too, right? I don't really see it as there's really any bad seats. Like, obviously, you probably want to get closer if you can, but if you're not able to get that, that's totally fine. You got these big monitors that's showing you everything, and you're in the building, and you're feeling the energy anyway. Man, packed. Shout out Vicky. Shout out Bar Star. Gloria.
We want to thank everybody for coming out.
Man, you right there.
This the first motherfucking show of the tour. Y'all been beautiful. We love y'all. Bitch, not a complicated relationship. So controlling, I know this it ain't no playing with.
Oh. Shout out you. Shout out to Bar Star. Ooh, I rolled. The amount of energy that they gotta have, what is like a 2-3 hour long show? Man, y'all got tons of videos in here, man. PP Apple Pie? Atlanta Foolish. Shea Brulee. Hey, man, hop in the Discord, gang. I want to do a day where we just go through all of these, man. Just this, nothing else in the video. Hop in the Discord. It's absolutely free, man. All right, I'm going to get up out of here. I will clip these videos up. Thank y'all for pulling up and hanging out with me today, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you guys haven't done it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. As soon as we get the numbers in reference to what this show did, we'll cover that as well. Tomorrow is my plan to go through the battle in depth, man. We're going to take a look at all of the different songs from the battle 1 year later, man. So make sure y'all pull up for that one tomorrow as well. I'll see y'all in the next one. Almost at 600 likes. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, I appreciate you. Follow me on all my socials. You guys can do that right here, man. Join the Discord. The link is in the description. Like I said, if you enjoy my content, hit that sub button. We almost at 31K. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.